It's that time again. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Brian Lee. It's the spotlight there, like I'm blinded. I can't see shit. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Brian B. Once again, Thursday nights rolling around, and I'm back at it. Can't do anything else. I live here now. I'm so happy I came back to the show. Ever since I've been back, I haven't missed a week. The entertainment show is popping. As you can see, we got a screen on the screen. I'm excited about this one right here. Yo, he's back. He's back with your boy, my CUZZ, Mr. Lenny Harold is on the line today.
Burr, 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 burr.
Yeah. He already ready. Yo, listen, we talking to you. We had to start the camera real quick.
Right, because we was getting into it.
That's right. Yo, my CUZZ is back on the line. We talking about everything, man. He got some new music. We got shows to talk about. So you know the recommendations. We got the watch list, and we got the top 5. But best of all, yo, he gonna show. Your boy Brian B. Lenny Harold. Let's go.
Let's make some noise.
Brian B. Show off, baby.
Fight.
Tonight.
This movie right here.
Signed to a local hot label, BLACKSTREET Records.
I'm gonna do it later.
Now.
It's the B line. It's the B line. It's the B line. E-N-T.
Thank you guys so much for following, your comments, your share. Yo, ever since you've been on the last time, man, the show has been doing phenomenal, man. I thank you so much. You know, it's been because of you. And, you know, A Natural came on, Letter J. She came on showing love, showing support, man. Just it's been incredible. I've met so many different people. We do a segment called Talking with Strangers now. We just literally just have people come on and just like talk about anything they want to talk about. But been phenomenal, man. Because of you guys, I literally had to just do this entertainment show because I'm like, man, there's so much good talent. Like even in our family, like, you know, Lamar Tyree, he's got Oshana. Oshana is blowing up. It's amazing, great song.
Crazy song.
Yeah, it's so much music, so much talent, man. I wanted to do the entertainment show and I love it. But hey guys, we got my CUZZ Lenny Harold, man. He's back on the show with us. Hey, this is the first time he was on. Check him out.
But if you put me on the stage, I'll wild out. But other than that, I'm very reserved. Unless I'm around my comfort zone, then I'm like,
Yeah,
You know
wow.
what I mean? Right. So it was easy for me to talk because nobody really understood who I was. So I was always felt like I was an alien on Earth. And so I kind of took that music was my way of voicing my inner thoughts and my feelings and where I was in the world and different things like that.
There you go. So you see, we talking, bro. We talking on here today. But like I said, yo, we're going to introduce him once again. We're going to let him talk about what he's got coming out, what he's been up to. Definitely a lot of information. We're also going to give some backstory of like, you know, what's been happening with Lenny Harold, where he's been, where he's from. So without further ado, CUZZ, Lenny Harold. What's up, man? How everything been?
What's goody? You know, I cannot complain. I am really good. I am growing. You know, I'm trying to change my speech. So, you know how most people be like, you know, I'm out here. I'm still kicking it. I'm still, I'm still doing it. Like, no. I'm evolving and I'm growing. So right now, that's what's happening.
That's up.
Right now. I feel good. I got new music coming. I'm super excited about it. And that's it, man.
I was just telling you, man, I've been listening to your song, you and A Natural, man. A Natural was on the show previously as well. You guys are best friends, man.
Yeah.
Y'all music is phenomenal, bro. Every time I love when I can hear a song and I'm like, oh, I'm rocking with that shit. I'm good. Like I could pop that on a couple beats.
Yes.
So the new single is called
Check on Me.
Yes. There you go. Listen. Let's just get straight to it. Like I ain't gonna even waste time.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So this is what I like, bro. This is what I liked or whatever. And of course, I watched the video on YouTube. I mean, the video was freaking amazing. It's just, and you know what's so crazy about it? It's so simplistic. Like it's black and white. Like if you guys see it, you know, it's black and white, but it's like art. And when I posted it, because the first thing I did, when I like shit, I share it. I got groups all over Facebook. I share that shit everywhere. So people were getting back in contact with me, and they were like, "Hey, like one of the guys, he said, hey, that looks like an image from a old painting, like it was trying to be reinvented or something." And I was like, wow. Damn, you seeing that and you're relating that to this video. It don't got flashing lights and girls all over the place naked and shit. Right. It's literally just like a song, dude singing his ass off. It's catchy. And I love how it's like, it's modern, but it's still like that same old school flow, man. I love that shit. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yes, I'm so excited that you dig in, that you connected to it. And I'm happy that you were sharing it. And I'm happy that people were picking up on it, because the video is directed and filmed pretty much by myself. I did have an assistant, but it's, I've edited the video and everything. Like, so like it's straight my vision, and what it was supposed to entail was, you know, the internal struggle of being just by yourself and not and needing someone to check on you, you know what I mean? And all of those things that go on internally. And that's what that vision was. So like, you know, so it's that battle of I just need to be heard. I just need to be heard. I just need to be seen, you know? So, and that's why I didn't even want to add color to it, because when you're in those moments, you're in darkness. Like, you know, so like, so I'm happy that people connected. That's what's up.
Yo, and I mean immediately too, man. Because like, you know me, like I love music. Music is my shit, bro. Like, so when I'm listening to something, I'm listening to the lyrics. Like, you know, being in the past, writing music and stuff like that or whatever. Like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm like, I like how like people think, how they put the words together, like the structure. But it's like that message now has been given in so many different ways with all the mental health conversations. Like, you know, it's needed, man. It's needed because people don't know how to deal with things right now. There's so much going on. People are kind of like, you know, whether it be money, whether it be just like, you know, the gun violence stuff. We've been having episodes like that constantly on here lately. But you need message, man. You need message, you need guidance. And I think like, you know, music has always been a form that people can relate the easiest. It's an art, man. And you can relate to it as soon as you start hearing something. And I mean, your song for me, I like the structure, bro. I love how it flows. And like I said, I like that modern, but it's still like that feel, man. Cause that's what I feel like a lot of songs out now. I think they're trying to kind of categorize like, this is for this genre, this is for that. I like it when it's just what it is, yo. It's a R&B flow, but it's still like you can listen to it today and still relate and be cool with it. I'm vibing, bro.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And you know what? It's funny, just to kind of like, I guess, segue into the project. That's the way I you know, led into the project of just letting the music be the music and not being so concerned with, okay, is this R&B enough? Is this pop enough? Is this rock enough? Is this whatever, just letting the music be the music and letting whatever you're trying to express be expressive. And then that's just it. And however way, and being and doing certain things like that, it will organically just start to come together. Like, you know,
and be great because of that too, because it's not like, it's like you ever try to do something, you sit there, why is this you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, I used to build like the furniture and shit, right? I'm the builder in my house, yo. So I'm sitting there, you get screws, you're like, why is there four more pieces? And I'm sitting there trying to do shit, trying to struggle and then my girl will come over here and she'll start putting it together all dainty and easy. And I'm like, how the fuck is she doing it so successfully? I'm over here struggling, sweating.
This sounds like IKEA furniture.
No, listen, bro. Anything, Walmart, any of that shit. I'll be putting shit together for 25, 30 years. Like, I'm sitting there, I'll do it in 5 minutes. But literally, like you just said, it's like when the stuff goes and it's organic and it's just natural and it's just flowing. That's how it's supposed to be, bro. It's coming. You're getting the best results. It's not forced. It's not trying to be something that is not. Oh, how do I make it this? Nah, bro. Put that shit in the lab. Sing that shit how you feel it and rock.
And just let it be what it is. Right.
So when you did like, you know, write that song and you put everything together, like that thought process you had, is that just from kind of, like I said, seeing like what's been going on? Like, you know, I know your last single you had when you came on, you know, you had just dropped Lucky.
Right.
And that was a phenomenal song and great message. That was around the whole George Floyd thing,
right,
and everything like that. So it was like, it was a good message. Like, it feels good to be black. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I got lucky, baby. Listen, Lenny, yo, guys, listening, bro. Listen, fire, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
But it's like, you know, it's important to have that. Like I said before, it's just like being able to hear something and relate. It'll change how you feel. It'll change how you look at things.
Correct.
It's important, bro.
Yeah.
Message in music is very important. Long-lasting music.
My mindset with that was it all stems from a personal struggle. You know, me and my partner, we were going through just like a struggle time where, you know, he was going through all of these other things personally and work-wise that was bleeding into our relationship. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I felt like at that time I was going through my own stuff and I couldn't talk, you know, because I was so busy being his strength. Like, it was like shit. Like, I don't know where's this balance? Like, I need you to check on me while I'm checking on you. Yeah. Where do we go from here? And so I wound up just like one day, I got kind of fed up and we were going through like a testy moment. And I just started like writing down all of my thoughts. And I started writing down like, you know, just everything I was feeling. I went to the studio with Nat and we sat down and he was like, okay, I see where you're going with this. And at first the song was called like Check on Your Strong Friend or something strong friend. And I was like, and he was like, okay, I like where you're going with this. And he took all of what I had wrote down from all the feelings and literally just like structured that thing, like put it all together and was like, and then the next thing I know, I was like, okay, this is it. This is exactly how I was feeling. This is exactly how so many feel. And then it's so relatable in such a broad aspect. It doesn't have to be relationship. It could be work. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It could be, it could be so many other things. Yeah. And it's this thing about, you know, we get so caught up with our own selves that sometimes we forget about other people that are going through things. And a lot of times we look at our person that we lean on all the time as being such a strength, like they don't go through anything. And a lot of times it's that person that's holding the anchor, that's holding down the fort. That's the one that's like, okay, can somebody else hold this brick because this wall about to come down? Like, you know what I mean? And so we
I know exactly what you mean, man.
We forget about that. So it's like, check on me.
It's so crazy, man. And I sat here in the last episode I did. I had Miss Tomboy in a Dress, guys. I had Miss Tomboy in a Dress on. She's a Instagram, YouTube, person. What I don't know what the hell it's called. Personality, whatever. It's called. Social media person. Yeah. Okay. So, and she got a show, and she's a cooking and sports show. But I had her on. I opened up kind of about like I kind of was going through my own stuff or whatever, like my own struggle. I never really experienced anything like that before. I've always been kind of like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, right. Shit don't faze me, bro. Like, I'm like, whatever. Right. For the first time in my life, I kind of had to kind of step back and be like, damn, I kind of am going through stuff. And IT Tiff, my girl, man, she like kind of held me through all of it. And I was never used to kind of leaning on somebody, bro. So it's like when you just said what you just said, like it spoke to me personally, because I was leaning on her so much that I was trying not to, because just for that reason, you don't want to sit here and make somebody feel like they have to be like you need to be their burden, or they're your burden, or whatever. They have to carry you, like you said. And I was just like trying to hold back and like try to hide shit because I didn't want her to feel like she always had to be there for me. So I wanted to be there for her more. So I definitely understand what you're saying. That's incredible how, like you said, man, you don't even know that you don't even know that you need to experience something like that, or you have to kind of know how to grow from it. Does that makes sense.
How to navigate. And then it's also about communication. It's about having that freedom to communicate. And a lot of times, like what you said, like sometimes things will be, you're like, I don't want to be a burden. So I don't want to, because I see how this person is holding this down. So I'm just gonna refrain from saying anything else that I need to, because I know that they got their own. But sometimes you just got to find that space to talk, you know? Real. And sometimes it's just like, I don't need you to say nothing. Just listen to me because I just need to get this off my chest.
For real, man. It be that serious. Sometimes you just gotta vent, yo. That's what I said, man. That's why I let people come on here and just talk and just get it out, man.
Right.
Bitch about your job, do whatever you need it, bro. It's a lot. Growing up is you say that shit to yourself. You see us, Glenn, right? We got posters and shit, like 7 years old and shit. Like
word.
Listen, I'm the biggest kid in the planet.
Word.
But at the same time, we grown, bro. So you still experience your emotions and having to pay your bills and go to this grocery store and spend $45 on bread and milk. Listen.
Walk out spending $100 and only got 3 items, and you're like, damn. What the fuck am I? And then you get in your car and you gotta spend the rest of the $67 to go around the corner on gas. Right. It's real out here. It's real,
you, bro. What do our people need? Fucking check on me, damn it.
Right.
Everybody check my pockets every fucking day. For real, bro. This shit crazy out here, man. One of my motherfuckers having breakdowns.
Okay.
Milk and bread and shit. $100.
Right.
Glenn, this one person posted a video on TikTok and he had like a whole thing. It was like, oh, this is like 2019, like 3 years ago. This is what you could have bought with $100. And
right.
Dumping bags and shit on the table.
Right.
Just had to carry it in his hands and shit and put it down.
Yo, it's really that real though.
It's crazy, man. Real. It's crazy. But all right, hey, V-Line, I'm gonna try not to, because I know me and Glenn, we be fucking around.
Right.
I'm glad you came back. I miss you, bro.
I miss you too, man.
Listen, we had a good conversation.
Because this is what we do.
But so you got, of course, Check on Me is out. So how long have you been working on the album? The album's called Warrior.
Yeah.
And So how long have you been working on it?
So Warrior, I've been working on for almost like technically, it's been since about 2014. And I only say that is because I started writing out this concept because I wanted to do this trilogy project. I had in my mind, like I wanted to do something that was like, very Marvel-esque. Very, very DC-esque. And I love comic books, as you can see. So I see myself in my own weirdo mind, like I'm a superhero and my superpower is my music. So I wanted to tell this tale of how I've journeyed through music. And I wanted to tell this tale of getting to understand who you are and then walking in your purpose and in that power and what that looks like and feels like. So the first part of the project was called Mountain High. That was released, it was probably like 2014, 2015. We were already working on the second part to it, which was Warrior. And so I started writing songs and I just felt like it wasn't the time yet for it, And so I put it back on the shelf. And then I started working on Cosmic. And actually, when I started working on Warrior, again, it mutated into Cosmic because I felt like it wasn't the time for it. And then after that, I felt like, then I dropped Lucky. And then I felt like I wanted to extend Lucky. I wanted Lucky to be a moment. So I put out a Lucky extended EP that has 4 additional songs. So it's a 5-song EP. It's dope. It's just vibey. It's, good, high-spirited music. And then I was like, the pandemic hits real hard. And we going through a whole nother year of it. And I was like, I started searching internally and so many representations. I actually started seeing Warrior everywhere. I was reading comic books and everything was like this Warrior or something Warrior. I was watching a TV show and it was like Warrior this, Warrior that. And I was like, okay.
It's one of those words that people like use to define, like, when you're challenged, bro. I guess that's what it is. And there's so many challenging events, man. So it's
exactly. So I was like, I think this is time for this. And so the past year, I've been working even harder on it. And so now we're here. This is the second part of the trilogy. And literally, if you play Mountain High and you run it into Warrior, it's literally connected.
That's awesome.
So dope.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
so excited about this work. And it's
See, I like moment. It's like, it even just goes back to what you just said a minute ago, like that natural, just organic. Like you literally are waiting until the time is presenting itself to you. Like, you know, you're not making it go out. Like that's organic, bro. That's literally what happens.
Yeah.
So you're putting everything out. Like even with Lucky, like I said earlier, it's like that came out right around the time where it's like, you know, you needed to express the positive of being Black. You know what I mean? Like you needed to express, because there was so much negativity, like, you know what I'm saying? And not that we don't express it, but other people don't see it. So it's like, you know, you see all the bad things, you see the cop attacks, and you got a Black Lives Matter and all this other shit. And then it's like being able to have a song that's just like expressing like, yo, I'm lucky to be Black. I don't know how y'all talking about like, hey, ain't no struggle for me. Like, you know what I mean?
It's an honor.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, but that organic nature, I mean, that's an awesome creative process to sit here and go through and just kind of, like you said, like the Marvel Cinematic Adventures, like you putting it all together. Yeah, that's incredible, bro. Yeah, definitely. Much respect, much power for you.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, can't wait to hear the album, and you guys can actually hear the album because it is available now.
Word.
So definitely go check it out, and you can see, bro. It definitely, I'm got the links all over the place on my social media. We're gonna have even more when Lenny's episode comes out. But phenomenal music. If you are a fan of good music, yo, a good positive message as well, like definitely got to check it out. But hey, listen, Len. So I did want to touch on some things because, like I said, we first came on, we were talking a lot. I wanted to touch on your background, man, because a lot of people don't know that, you know, Lenny Harold here, he was actually like, he's been in the industry. He's actually, you know, done a lot of things in the music industry. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to kind of tell it a little bit about like kind of where you came from, where you started, and you know, kind of branch off from there.
Okay, I will try to make this brief.
Hey, take your time. We got time. Rewind, baby. There we go.
I started singing in church. You know what I mean? Then that went into after school programs, into acting. I was a part of a performing arts ensemble that went on the road and will be performing shows. And so that's where I got a lot of my training ground. And my teacher at the time was Miss Ethel, and she showed me so much of, you know, hard work, down to vocal practicing, to vocal technique, into how to command stages, what to do, how to use your performance voice, your Broadway voice to extend your voice to the back of the stage just in case mics go out. All that, all that juice that you need in order to like really fuel you as an artist. Then eventually, you know, moving into high school, I was doing a lot of talent shows. I started recording when I was 13, 14. And that's when I started, and I was doing gospel music at that time. That lasted for about maybe 2 to 3 years. And then I got inspired by Lauryn Hill's album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And I realized that I didn't want to do just a message that was just solely for churchgoers. And I wanted to do a message that could be way broad, way open. And I could touch more hearts that way and touch more ears. So being inspired by that, then I started moving into more of the secular territory. But my music it always had a message. There was always something about it that was like inspiring, that was moving, and all kinds of other stuff like that. Then I wind up, you know, years go by, I'm doing performances, I'm known around town a little bit, everything is looking good. I wind up going on the Apollo. My management at the time tricked me into going on the Apollo because I didn't want to do competitions. They told me that I was auditioning for something else, and it wound up being the Apollo. And so I auditioned for the Apollo. I wound up getting that. I wind up winning the amateur nights that are not aired. The first time I won first place, the second time I won second place, and the third time I won third place. The producers wind up coming up to me and they were like, yo, do you want to do the actual show that airs on television? And like no thinking, not even talking to management, I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then after I said that, I walked away and I was like, yo, what the hell did you just, why are you
just flashing lights, bro?
Right. You be in the moment.
Yeah.
So I wound up going on the show, wound up winning 3 times, and then wound up winning the actual finale show. And then that was dope. I wound up after that, shortly after, I get signed to a record label based out of California that was connected to Jamie Foxx's Foxhole Entertainment. And we were working. That's where I met Jamie. That's where I met Marsha Ambrosius. That's where I met Ty Dolla $ign. That's where I was working with all of these people. And then eventually I got introduced to Teddy. and Teddy Riley. And then so even at the beginning of meeting him, he was trying to get me into the Blackstreet ensemble because they were going through their things and they were hitting the road and they needed somebody to sing, you know, the higher parts, Mark's parts. And so, but I was already signed to this label, you know, I couldn't do that. Like that's weird.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we started recording. We did about 3 to 4 songs. I was gaining some traction. We had 2 singles that were on the radio. Everything was going good. And then the label, everything just got weird. It got really weird. I wound up leaving that label. Then the label went under. And then it was almost a year later, Teddy and Chauncey hit me up and we do this like Skype call and we start talking and he's like, yo, they're like, I want to put you in the group. Like, I want to see what happens. And I was like, yeah, if it makes sense, let's do it. Yeah. We sent over the contract. Everything was good. And I remember it was kind of around like Thanksgiving time. When everything was all the negotiations were done, it was around February. I flew down to Atlanta and literally it was like 2 weeks later, they were doing a show. So I had to learn all these songs, learn routines, learn stage markers, all this other type of stuff. And then I was on the road and then I was with the group for 5 years. And then
that's awesome, man.
I left after that. And then it was just, I knew that there was a song in my heart that wasn't being heard. You know, I could be a part of this legendary group, but I just felt like I wasn't growing anymore. Like I had learned everything that I needed to learn from the situation. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, all right, it's time to move on. And I said my farewells, everything is cool. And now we on this journey and here we are. And then Cosmic came out, Lucky came out, and now we on Warrior, baby.
That's right. Yo, that's phenomenal. And it's like, it's such a good story because it shows like, man, you've been working at this for so long, bro. Like we were talking the last time, like, you know, about how you, like you said, with the group you were with, and I know my cousin Pepe Gonzalez, he was there too. He did all that singing and shit. We used to crack on his ass. But
word, yeah.
But so you came such a long way. So I mean, when that opportunity did present itself, like, I mean, was that shit like hitting the lottery, man? Because I know so many people, you know what I mean, like in this industry. Like I used to watch my father go and, you know, have different artists and all these people trying to get labels and trying to get signed, trying to get deals, and all days in the studios. I mean, amazing music. And this shit just never worked out for him. Yeah. So was it when you finally got that call and Teddy was like, hey, you know, we want to, you know, bring you on to Blackstreet, you know, Beeline, y'all know Blackstreet, No Diggity,
no doubt.
Don't leave me here. Come on, bro. Blackstreet, one of the fucking, you know, the legends in the game. How did you feel, bro? Like, how was that fucking accomplishment?
Number one, I felt chosen. If that makes any sense, I felt chosen. I felt honored, and then I felt a high sense of anxiety and being overwhelmed because I felt like there were these shoes that I had to fill that I wasn't too sure if I was ready for. But I had already stepped into this, and it was like, you know, a lot of times you see something, you'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I can do it. Yeah. And then you get in the moment, you'd be like, oh, shit, this is actually higher than what I thought it was.
And that's what a lot of things too.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's hard to really, you want to do it. You want to be like, you want to have that confidence. But when you get out there and the pressure is on, bro, it's hard, man.
Yeah, it's on.
I can imagine. So you were taking the place of which member that had left? Mark. Okay. So you came into a group that was already established, that was already doing things as like the new guy. Right. So it was like, it had to be more of a challenge for you to kind of fit in, understand how their role was. Like they were vibing and meshing with each other for so long. And then you came in and had to work with it. So I can imagine like, it must've been a lot of like, you know, that your new guy feeling, and then you like the pressure of just like, damn, I'm really on the spot now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it was crazy because our first show, I remember it like it was yesterday. We were in Colorado, and I was like, it was my first time in Colorado. Everybody was warning me about how the air is different. So we had to go there like 2 days before. I think it was like, it might've been a day before actually. And so you got to get adjusted to the air because they are higher so much altitude. Higher. Higher altitude. So, you know, while you're singing, you can literally start losing your breath. And so I was like, okay, not only do I have to memorize, I got to make sure I got these lyrics right. Make sure I got these routines right. Make sure I don't miss any cues. and I gotta be focused on my breathing too as well. Like, and then being in front of this whole audience. But I remember when we got into Joy by that point into the show, and the audience was just so live and they were so receptive, and they really didn't care that I was the new guy. It was about nostalgia at that point. And then I realized what position of this group that I was in. But prior to that, we were in the rehearsal one day and it was a little rough for me. And I wound up, Teddy pulled me to the side and we were talking, and he was like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm just making sure that I fill these shoes the way that I need to, because you have me in a place and I just want to make sure that I'm good. And I want to make sure that I'm what people expect. And he goes, that's not what I have you here for. He was like, I don't want you filling anybody's shoes. He was like, I want you to be you up on that stage. And I was like, oh, okay. You could have started with that, but all right, cool. Like, yeah. But in that moment, it made me, that's when I really felt like super honored, because I felt like I was chosen. Like, I felt like this was a moment where somebody saw my potential and wanted to give me a chance to grow that potential. And because of that experience, I was able to learn so much about just touring and about setting up shows and about, paying attention to certain dynamics that are going to connect with people more. So to watch Teddy just like put together a show was crazy.
That's crazy, man. Yeah,
it was the best training ground.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's incredible, man. Yeah, much power to you, bro. Because I mean, it's phenomenal, man. As somebody who loves R&B and like it's always been like part of the music industry and stuff like that, just to hear that kind of connection. Like I said, like I know a lot of people who made it. I know a lot of people who were trying to make it, and then they made it in some people who made it in different ways. A lot of times, a lot of artists, they have like I want to be, the singer on stage with the spotlight on me. And then they get into the industry and they start, finding out, hey, maybe that's not where I want to be. Maybe I want to be the writer in the background, or maybe I want to be a choreographer or whatever, and you make it in different ways. But it's such a it is such a rewarding experience. Just from hearing your story, I can imagine just that rewarding feeling of when he took you to the side and was like, hey, I just want you, bro. Like you were like, listen, y'all are BLACKSTREET. Like I'm here, like trying to make it work. Like, word.
Like I'm just y'all got a Grammy and number ones and shit. Like I'm like, I'm just here.
I can imagine like that pressure would have been like, damn, like okay, me, all right, you sure?
Right.
That's incredible though, man. That's it. But I'm glad you were able to like do that thing. I mean, Glenn, I keep going back to the
regular. It's good. It's cool.
But your voice, man, like you got a phenomenal voice, bro. And I think that's something, and I don't always, I know I say it a lot. I know I say it a lot, but I'm not always trying to down the music industry. I love music, but I do feel like it's not respected the same because I don't think talent is important anymore. I don't feel I feel like you can. I mean, maybe talent can be a selective kind of phrase to look at or whatever. But I mean, like natural talent, man. Like somebody with a voice, like you got a voice, bro. You a natural guys like you guys know how to sing y'all asses off, man. Just now, you can stand still, no lights. Sing a song and people looking around like, damn, that sounds great. Sounds amazing. Like, what is that?
Right.
That's what I love, man. I love just that natural ability, bro.
Yeah.
But so after that happened, you got everything going and you still got, the music and everything's progressing. I mean, so what are your hopes for just like, the future? Like with your new album coming out, are you looking to be like, do you want to get back in front of the like stage like that, touring all over the place? Are you looking to get there?
I mean, I would definitely love to be back on the road. That's a goal that I have that I know still needs to be set up and established. But right now, what I have done for my own self is redefine my definition of success for myself.
Got it. Yeah.
And I'm not looking for that ultimate, like, I'm not trying to get to that Beyonce level. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
If it happens, it happens, you know? But right now, my goal right now is to make sure that I just touch people. I want this music to be healing. I want this music to be something that is like, you know, and it could be 50 people in the audience, or it could be 10. And I'm going to make sure that I give them that stadium quality type of performance, that type of connection, that type of love, that type of respect. It's just different for me now. Like, I know that music is a tool, and I just want to make sure that I continue to use it as a tool and respect it, cherish it, and share it in the most genuine way I know possible. And that's telling stories that are connected to me. You know, this project, you know, Warrior, is about these stories that are connected to me. It's about some struggles that I had in the music industry, some struggles that I had balancing just my career and my life, my lifestyle. It's don't use the word lifestyle, but like, that's terrible, but like, word choice of words, but like, you know what I mean? Just dealing with all of those stresses, trying to get somewhere, trying to form myself into this box that the industry is. And I got tired of this box, because this is the reason why everything sounds the same, why everything is attacked the same, you know? And it's like, you got to pull yourself out of all of those expectations, all those boxes, and understand who you are, and understand the awesomeness in that, you know, the thing that is so unique and incredible about who you are. Like, it's not about shaping yourself to be like somebody else, because that worked for so-and-so, and the, you know, the folks at the top of the high rise at the round table is telling you this is what you need to do. Now I'm good, because you're turning me into something that I can't connect with. And it's about that connection. And if I don't connect, like, the audience knows this stuff. Like, you get on stage and you're not really connected to that music, they're gonna be like,
call you out right away. And it's easy to see. It's like it's like you just said before too previously. It's when Teddy pulled you to the side and was like, yo, I don't need that. I need you. Like, I need that's what I'm trying to, because you recognize fake, man. It's like, it's easy to see, man. It's hard when you're trying to when like you said, I mean, this can be put in so many different scenarios that's going on now, even with podcast world or whatever. Like, you know, people who are monetized and they're you know, blowing up, and they're all over the place, and they're, you know, the money's being given, be like this what, hey, you know what's weird? I'm bouncing around, but you know what I was thinking about? Marvel. This is a good analogy or whatever. Marvel has, you know, Thor, you got the Hulk, you got incredible movies and stuff like that, the Avengers movies and stuff like that. Have you ever noticed that, you know, especially with the TV shows, they always have, like, whether it be Baby Groot, whether it be Baby Yoda, whether it be like the little robot thing in Star Wars or whatever, the little tiny thing, they always have like some little kind of thing that will attract the kid. It's like the formula, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, everything is always, even though they do a pretty good job of, like, you know, making the movie interesting and stuff like that, but there's always still like a formula. You know that there's some guy in a suit and tie, like, we need something cute for them to see.
Right, exactly. But B, this is why I love the new Batman movie, because it was so out the box and gritty and dark and it was dark and like just moody, that I was like, this ain't for the kids. Like, this ain't for the kids, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. It wasn't. But listen, all right, see, look, all right, be like, listen, let's get here, because we gotta get here now. We're gonna fuck around. Listen, this is my cousin Lenny Harold, Warrior. Yo, go check it out. I'm just everywhere. Check on me. I mean, the single is phenomenal. I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. I haven't heard it yet, but go check it out. I'm gonna post it everywhere when this episode comes out. Well, of course, the links and everything gonna be there. But check it out if you want to hear good music, a good message. You see, I mean, positive thoughts too, bro. Man, much respect, much love. Definitely spreading. You're doing it correctly, bro. And I'm glad you had all the success. We need more people to stand up and be strong, man. It's very important, yo. And I'm saying that. And I used to be the dude like, man, the fuck out of here. I don't care about that. Right. Yo, you start to get older. You have some kids. My kids is 11, bro. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, where the fuck? But but yo, definitely go check it out. All right, so we're gonna get V-Line. This is the entertainment show, right? So all right, so let's get to it. Legend brought up something. The Batman watch list. There you go. All right, listen to the watch list. So Glenn, I agree with you. Now, when we're talking about the Batman movie, I thought was well done in the way of the direction. I thought that darkness, man. I loved it. Was like gritty. What I guess I couldn't get into too much was Robert Pattinson, man. I don't know if it was. I didn't really like how it was like.
Interesting.
He was that goth kind of kid.
Yeah,
maybe I was just too into that kind of like looking at it like, damn, he's like, you know, like he just woke up 16 in his mom's basement, like
right,
fuck life, I don't care. Cereal, just whatever.
right.
I know that was like the message or whatever, but it's like I don't know, because I did once the action started and once like how it was dark, like I loved that, like that one the Batmobile scene with him and Penguin, bro, that was phenomenal.
Yo,
like,
when the
like
car revved up in the movie theater, I was like,
yo, it was incredible. Yeah, I was watching. I'm like, oh man, like all right, they did this, like the whole scene. Like I loved how it was dodging through the cars and everything. Yeah, that shit was phenomenal.
I feel you with Robert. Because at first he grew on me halfway through the film. Like I started to ignore, and I think that's the reason why the director chose to not do so much Bruce Wayne and keep the focus on Batman, because it was a lot. He knew, like we were just coming out of Ben Affleck's Batman, and people still had their feelings about that. So it was like, who's this new Batman? How is he going to, mark himself in the lines of all the other Batmans? But I was like, I actually dig this performance. I know that I'm part of the rare side of the community that is like, you liked it? And I'm like, hell yeah.
I mean, he did a good job for as far as like what his role was. Like, so it's like, I don't think that it would have been any different. Like if anybody else really would have did it, as far as if you were playing that kind of character. I think the character, I think he fit it. He did it to the degree. But like you said, he was kind of coming off. It was kind of like, another part of that movie was, it was like supposed to be the newer Batman or whatever. So it wasn't like, this aged Batman. This is like Batman at the beginning. And I love the Riddler. I love, like you said, I love how it was dark, man. That was one of the best things about the Dark Knight franchise. It was like, it was realer. We were used to like the comic kind of colorful kind of, adaptation, but that was a realer version. Bane wasn't some big buff ass veins all over. He was a big ass dude. Right. And he was kicking ass. So it was exactly. I do like when it gets kind of real, but
Same.
Check out Batman. It was
because it feels like it feels more relatable. It feels like you can actually dive into the world. And and one of the main things that I really appreciated, it felt so much like the Arkham series with Batman. And it felt like even the way the suit was designed, it had very Arkham highlights, which I really appreciated. And also what I really appreciated was that they made Gotham an actual character. And so from the director's standpoint, from the visual aspect of it, the way the city was built, how there was all these little Gothic attributes. We haven't seen that since Tim Burton's first Batman. Where actual like Gotham was a actual character. Like they put so much emphasis on the world building of it that I was like, I love this, because when you looked at it, you didn't say, oh, that's Newark. Oh, that's Chicago. Like, you know what I mean? It actually looked like Gotham.
Like Gotham City.
Yeah. I appreciate
I didn't pay attention to that aspect, but that is a good point. I did like one of the best scenes in there was when he got off the train and the dudes was messing with the guy on the train and everything. That was beast, yo. It's like
that was so video game.
Yes, it really was. Like they could make you would see that as a part, and
hell yeah.
But the movie was so long, man. I was so happy I didn't take my kids. Me and actually Tiff, we went and just saw it by ourselves. But because my son likes superhero stuff, but it was like 3 hours long. But and
it was moving kind of slow. You know what I mean? And I know it was a setup, and it was like Earth 1 Batman, and they were trying to, this was like his second year into things, so he was still finding his footing, but it was kind of like it was just long. The pace of it could have been quicker, and literally all the shots were moving slow. Like everybody would answer questions like, so that's a riddle? And you'll be like, okay, so what's the response?
Yeah, well, what else is going on?
Yeah. Fight, and it was like 3 minutes in between the responses. But that's the only thing. I hope they fix that next time around.
Usually the second one is usually pretty good. I mean, they did introduce some new characters. You saw like they're doing Joaquin Phoenix Joker, man. And this is the thing that kind of gets to me, because the Joker movie was incredible. It really was one of the best adaptations of Joker, and his own seen, like, whether it be the creation story, like, because the real narrative, like, nobody knows where the fuck the Joker came from. That's like, there was a couple stories, but nobody really know what his.
But it's still, and that's the beauty of the creation of Joker. Like, even he won't even let you know, like, because he remembers it so differently each and every time. So it's like you don't know where his story actually derives from. It's so dope.
They got a second one coming out, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, all right, so they got another Joker movie coming out, but what would make this Joker movie even better? Of course, they're probably going to add Harley Quinn, but what about Batman? Like, the whole thing about having Joker is with Batman, but then you got to think, what Batman would they include? Would they include Robert Pattinson's Batman?
And that's the thing. Batman? They already said that this is not, that the Joker movie is not connected to the Batman. It's not connected to this new world. And that's the only thing where Warner Brothers be really jacking up with. Like, they really be dropping the ball like left and right. Like, when that Joker came out, it would have made so much sense to connect that to the Batman movie that was coming out, because it would be so dope. But the only thing about it is now you have this, like, this is supposed to be like year 2 of Batman, and that Joker was a little older. So how are we going to mix that? Or unless, was that the way he was supposed to look, and he's actually younger, but it's just because of all of the like, none of that was detailed. So there is a way to connect it. But for me, I think this new Joker movie, I don't even think they should actually add Harley Quinn. I want to see the Joker terrorize Gotham. Like, I want to understand what that side of the picture looks like solely. Like, you hear the rumors of Batman being out there, and you see him getting obsessed with it. And just the fact of not even seeing Batman at all, but just the fact of him getting to that point of he needs to meet this person that he is utterly obsessed with. So he's doing all of this shit in the city to get his attention. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see.
That makes a lot of sense too. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you, like I just said, you literally just wrote that shit right now. Like, that would be like the best part of seeing it. Like, because like you said, because if you're not gonna have Batman, bro, you had to have some kind of connection. Because one of the best parts of those movies are having the super villain versus the superhero, and their clash is supposed to be epic, and that's the whole portion. Like, you want to see the worst of the worst, him beaten down, and then that comeback, and then the outcome. But I still love it. I'm still gonna watch it regardless of whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's been one thing that I can say has not been like letting loose. It's been movies, man. Movies were kind of in a slump with the COVID, stuff happening and stuff like that. But now you got like so many, Black Adam's coming out with The Rock. I think that's gonna be phenomenal, man. But it's kind of the same thing, like you just said. DC got this thing where it's like they're splitting everything up. But I don't understand, because they have all like the formula, like they have the Black Adam coming out, but now you're on Shazam too. Like Shazam and Black Adam, y'all supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's supposed to be connected. Right. Somebody said, I read an article, and I don't know if it was actually from Warner Brothers, but they were trying to say that the way that they're moving over there is that each franchise is a different universe. And I was like, that's a cop-out, but it's easy to say that. I mean, that's cute and all, but I want to see the worlds connect. Like,
that's the whole point. You can't be alive to watch fucking 42 movies. Like, you got to try to put it together. Like,
thank you.
This one, then that one, and then this one. Thank you. 5 years from now, we'll put them together. Like, bro, these people. That's why people be quitting, and they don't be want to do it and shit. But while we talking about it, what do you think about Ezra Miller, man, and all his stuff as the Flash, bro? Isn't that crazy?
Dude, that was really disappointing, because I like Ezra as an actor. Like, I really, really like him as an actor, but it's like, and I thought I wanted to see his version of Flash grow. Like, because I know everybody loves the Flash from the television show. Oh man, personally,
I'm watching it now. I've been watching it though from the beginning again.
I wasn't really a fan.
You didn't like it, bro? It's so good.
I couldn't get into it, but for some reason, this Ezra's Flash, like, there was something about it that I connected to. And so I really wanted to see it grow, and it's really disappointing that we may not see anything else.
It sucks,
they were
man.
talking about they were going to release the movie, but after that was it. Like they weren't going to use him anymore.
I mean, I definitely think that's the right case. I mean, if the stories are true, stories is whatever. But I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, bro. I mean, it's a lot of story. I mean, but unfortunately, like you said, man, I wasn't like a huge fan. I didn't really know of him too much. But when he did Justice League, I was like, okay, he's cool. Like it is what it is. I didn't really know too much history on him. But at that point, I was just happy to have a Flash, bro, because it was one of the ones that I love Flash. Like that's one of the characters I've always really wanted to see, because Flash, I think, has always kind of been slept on, because his powers, like he's in a way one of the most powerful, in all of DC Comics.
Hell yeah.
So it's like, but he's never had his own like real adaptation to where you can really see him on his own, like, or whether it be a movie role, the TV series has been like the newest that's showed him in this way. But I just wanted to have like the movie come out and Michael Keaton came back as my favorite Batman of all time. He's coming back on it and everything. And it was like it was open for such success, but now it's like drug through the water and shit. You know what I mean? Like, because now it's like he's got all this controversy, so people are going to stand away from it. It's not going to progress, like you said. And it's not like it's going to be easy just to make a whole nother Flash movie after this one got jacked up. Just like the Amber Heard shit with Aquaman. It's like, these people need to get their lives together, because I want to watch the movie, bro.
Exactly. And from what I understand, Aquaman is already done. Like, and then they were talking about that they were going to like digitally remove her from the movie. And I was like, y'all doing way too much. Like, I get it. Like, people do certain things, and that's a whole nother conversation about cancel culture. I think it's toxic. I think that's, you know what I mean? I think that there's certain levels where, you need to pull the plug on certain people. Yeah. But there's certain little things too, where people are going through their own mental struggles with whatever they're dealing with. And so it comes out the same. It comes out, and it just so happens that we're watching it in real time, and I think that there needs to be more attention put on people and their wellness, as opposed to just being like, they cut, you know what I mean?
You're done.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, give people chances to grow, like give them a chance to heal too, as well.
Yeah, it's easy.
But that's a whole other thing.
It is. You're absolutely right. I mean, that's a conversation I would love to have too, because I mean, cancel culture. That's one of the reasons why I have this show, man. Nobody's gonna cancel me. Who the fuck am I? Just talking or whatever on YouTube, like like 1,000 others or whatever.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, I always wanted a platform to where I can speak freely, man. And I think it's so hard to speak freely because people are scared to speak. People are scared to say things because of that reason. You don't need much nowadays. You need a couple people behind you to have a strong voice and to say whatever they feel. I don't like how you parked in that parking spot. You shouldn't park like this. You park like that. And then people like, yeah, she parked like that. And right. From everything in fucking planet. So what are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
It's so easy to cancel people because a lot of times a lot of people just want to feel empowered. So if you're feeling empowered because you were able to make something happen, you're going to try your hardest to make everything happen so you can feel power. Yeah. So it's so wishy-washy, bro. And I mean, it's difficult to deal with. You see how it is now. Like, it's very difficult to be, I would say it's easier to be yourself now. Yeah. In certain ways, like, whether it be the LGBT community or whether it be just people, expressing their mental health and, saying that, hey, I do feel bad or whatever, like men, like, we had a whole episode about men's mental health and stuff like that. Right. But how do you feel like it is easier to kind of accept who you are now, or do you feel like it's still difficult, like, and that versus the challenges of how you felt when you were with BLACKSTREET and stuff like that, and you were kind of dealing with that industry?
Got you. Okay, from a place of my sexuality, it was never this big thing that I felt like I needed to like wave a flag and be a spokesperson. That was a focal point for me that was more, how do I say this? That's not all of who I am. You know what I mean? I looked at the majority, like the higher percentage of me being, number one is a Black man. Number two is me as an artist. Yeah. Everything else fell underneath. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's because those are the things that are seen immediately, Yeah, exactly. And so for me, it wasn't too much of a struggle, but it did become a struggle when I started really stepping into the industry. Once after the Apollo happened and I started being around all of the other big names, that's when it started to be somewhat of this thing of, okay, I always have to be on. And I have to be this particular image because, number one, Black male artists are already put in a box. Don't add the LGBT QI component to that. Like, once you add that to it, then it's even more likely that you're going to get shut out. So, and I grew up in that era where it was like, nah, you don't say that out loud. You just gotta, you know, if you're trying to go forward, that's not what you do. So I was conditioned. Conditioned. So for me, it was like, it was rehearsal all the time. Like, but being on all the time is tiring. It's draining. And it starts to eat away at your soul. Like, it really does. And so I've gotten to the point where I've finally gotten to this point where I'm like, I'm super just comfortable with me, and I really just don't give a fuck. And it's just, oh, sorry, was I supposed to?
Listen, bro, go in. Fuck that shit.
Right. Like, okay, cool.
Yo, it's straight to the point. Like I said, bro, yo, listen, that's why I love having this. So, right. Man, being able to express yourself. Because like you said, man, I don't know if you've ever like had to like kind of express that. We're talking straight and just like, it's just questions that like are deep, and it's like you don't know how to ask or say things a certain way because you don't never want to offend anybody. You don't never want to say anything wrong. But it's like, how do people feel, man? Like that's I think that's personally another reason why so many people are dealing with so much mental health, because nobody can express shit, yo. You can't. You feel boxed in, like you just said. Everything has to be a certain way, category, space, time, shape. You don't know how to express yourself anymore, man. It's difficult. As a man, strong, empowered, I have to take care of my house. I can't be sad. I can't be. You can't cry. You can't show weakness. You can't you know what I mean? You have to hold this masculine aesthetic. And even to that is like, it's even there, and there's so many layers there that we could talk about, but even that is like, it's toxic in a sense. And I hate to use the word toxic. It's just not healthy for your wellness, you know? Like, you need to be able, like, there's so much strength in being vulnerable. There's so much strength in being like, you know, no, this is how I feel. Like, to say that, especially during this time in the world, like that takes courage and bravery to be like, no, I actually feel sad when you do that. Like, that actually affects me. And so, you know, we have to let go of this certain criteria that was built on so much stuff. I'm trying not to go way too deep, but you're good. I love it. It's built on so much like slave mentality. It's built on so much conditioning. It's built on so much, you know, of the white criteria. It's built on so much of those things, you know, and especially when it comes down to the Black male and the Black male in the household, and then the Black male outside, and then the Black male in business, and then the Black male in art, and then the Black male in music. There's so many levels, and there's so many different things that are there that we still need to unpack. And so, you know, to take this place where I am musically, where I'm now just like, I'm tired. I don't want to be that boxed in person. And now, you know, owning my purpose. And when I say owning my purpose, that means really coming to a point of understanding that I can be unapologetically myself, whatever that looks like, whatever that walks like, however way that talks like, however way that sings like. And that audience for me is out there for whoever wants to hear it. But at the same time, I want to break some of those chains and, you know, that criteria of what we know masculinity to be, you know? That was really good, man. I couldn't, you couldn't have put that in any better way. Cause I mean, I heard every bit of that. And I think that's the point that I wish that we can kind of get back to, man. I wish we can kind of get back to, unfortunately, this is a hard one because, you know, it's still a lot of hate out there that's a huge problem. It's never going to go away, unfortunately. And you have to I think that's what a lot of the cancel culture is, because people are trying to, get rid of hate. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it is a little unrealistic and it's making different problems for trying to solve that problem. But like you said, I just wish people would just be you, be comfortable, try to express yourself the best way you can. And whoever doesn't like it, don't kick rocks, bro. Like,
that's not your people. That's not your squad. That's not your community. Like, you can find your people out there. You know what I mean? Man. And that's what it's really about. Like, and then you take that community or that nucleus of people, and then you just continue to just keep on spreading it, infect people with that sense of be you, you know, exactly. Like, turn that shit into a virus. Like,
for real. Because it also allows people to make the decision to include themselves for you. So then you'll find out who's really there because of who you are and who's there for other reasons. So if you're you unapologetically, and then you're the people that are around you and they're forming around you and they see that natural, like we were talking about earlier, organic, regular, no trying. That's who the people are you're supposed to be around, bro. It's like kind of like a science. Like, everything seems like it fits together, but things are so formulated to, you shouldn't, like, even like, when we're talking about, if you're talking about racists and shit, like, these kids are formulated to hate this group or to hate this genre or people and whatever. And it's like, that stuff is just made. But if it was just natural for them to just go out and experience, a lot of shit would just be diminished, man. It's a hard call, but I mean, it is like, just be you, man. I think that's the easiest way to be. There's nothing that's going to be perfect, but if people were just easy with themselves, honest with themselves, and they feel comfortable about, being how you want to be, whether it be loud and crazy and shit, whether it be, whatever you want to do, feel comfortable doing it, man. Respectfully, of course, too. That's another thing. You'll have motherfuckers come out here.
Right. But even on the other side of that, it's acknowledging the fact that while you're being you, understand that everybody else is being them too.
Exactly. That's
the
respect.
And so you got to be able to be patient with people, and that's the part of it where if somebody does some crazy shit, like, murdering somebody and all kinds of other stuff like that. Like, if we're getting into that zone, I understand why you want to unplug that
exactly.
person. Like, you get it. Like, but if it's something that is a mistake, or somebody just spoke out of pocket because they may not know any other way to express how they're feeling. It's like, be patient with them and ask them truly what they meant before you automatically just go, cancel. Oh, I didn't like what you said. No, try to gain understanding first.
Exactly. That's gaining understanding is like the key fucking word in that whole phrase, because nobody wants to understand. Everybody just wants to react. Everybody just wants to feel empowered. You want to feel, he said that, no more. They said that, no more. Cancel. Get the fuck out of here. You can't be that way, man. Shit has context. Shit has reason. Like, you can't just dismiss off of feeling. It's like you said, bro. This is the whole. This is the entertainment. Hey, this is still the entertainment show, guys. This is some web show shit.
Right. But listen, okay, let's go back. We went off on a tangent.
It's a good conversation, man. It's a good conversation. It's a lot. It's a conversation that more people need to fucking have, yo. Yo, Len, man. Yo, thank you so much for coming on. We're still gonna do a couple of things. Okay. Show off, y'all. But listen, we're gonna jump into the top 5 real quick. We've been talking shit, yo. We're gonna jump into the top 5 real quick. So we got top 5 in honor of you. I did today. Top 5 favorite music groups, baby. You remember? Now for the ninth, for the what is this, the X Generation X people or whatever, you have groups are not as big now. You don't have as many. I guess you got BTS. Those are one of the biggest ones that you got now. Korean pop sensations.
K-pop.
Who would have known that would have been? Could you see that 20 years ago that would have been big in America? Like, yo,
their crossover game was tough.
They became that. Yo, listen, when that Dynamite song came out, I was singing that shit. I didn't even know that was them. I was like, oh, bro, phenomenal. So let's get to it. Number 5 for me. All right, you tell me where you at. You tell me where you at with it. Number 5 for me, NSYNC, bro. NSYNC.
Okay.
Number 5. NSYNC, for me, I had to go to the part where I'm judging it off of what I was listening to, what I was the songs that I'm singing, that I'm downloading or whatever. NSYNC was always phenomenal. Now, when they first came out, I wasn't that deep on them. I wasn't into when they did the Bye Bye Bye. I wasn't it. It wasn't for me. But
I feel like I need to write my list real quick. Okay, keep talking. Keep talking.
But when NSYNC came out with This I Promise You, listen, bro. That was my shit.
No, I feel you. I
love that damn song, man. I was listening to it the other day when I was cleaning the house, bro. It was like such a good feel good song. And that one, and then God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You.
Yeah.
You heard that one before? Woo!
Yeah.
That is such a phenomenal song, man. And then of course you can just go down to Justin Timberlake and his music and stuff that he does. Incredible. But NSYNC definitely number 5 for me. Number 4. Let's go. Let's get ready. Number 4 for me, 112. 112 is I love 112 for me. I mean, Cupid was probably my favorite song for like 10 years, bro. When I was in middle school, like
hands down,
middle school through like high school, I used to dedicate all to all the girls I used to date and stuff like that or whatever. I used to love Cupid, man. But 112 had, we saw 112 we had one year we had my father was managing this artist named Charlene, and she's a songwriter and stuff now for people. But she won. You remember Doug Banks in the morning? BLS. Yeah. He had a contest or whatever, and at the Apollo, and she won it. So we were able to go to the Apollo and see 112 was there. Mystical was supposed to be there. It was a bunch of people. Jaheim. And she performed there. So that's when I first saw 112, and I was like, "Oh man, I love these dudes or whatever." That's when Peaches and Cream. Then I'm a fan.
Got you. Yeah.
Yo, you can't tell me back in what was that fucking 2000 or whatever. Yo, 112 on the numbers.
Right.
I remember when you. Listen, bro.
No, they was tough. 112 was tough.
112 was going in, bro. But definitely 112. That's my number 4 right there. Let me know when you're ready for your list. Are you ready for your list?
I think I got my list. Like right off the top, I was like, let me just think right off the top, like the ones that I know that I connected with.
Hit me with number 5.
Okay, my top 5. My number 5 would be Boys to Men. Listen, Water Runs Dry is still my all-time favorite song. Like that. I love that song. What Babyface wrote the mess out of that song, and one day, and all of them sang their faces off. Yes. That is still my all-time favorite song. So yeah.
I think so. That's your number 5. So I'm gonna just mess up the whole top 5 list right here. Boys to Men is my number 1. All time, bro.
Okay.
I'll make love to you on Bend the Knee. I can name almost every damn End of the Road. Color of Love.
Color of Love. Yeah, that's a good one. Right.
Listen, I grew up listening to Boys to Men, like you said, One Sweet Day with Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
That was just one of the, to me, Boys to Men was R&B. That was like me when I was growing up. I remember seeing them. I'm talking about more tap and then shit. Come on, bro. I mean, what's it called? Hard to Say Goodbye is probably one of the saddest songs. You know what I'm saying? I cry every time you hear that song.
Yeah.
Boyz II Men is one of my all-time favorite for me though.
Yeah.
But good. I'll let you hit up. Go ahead. Hit with number 4.
Okay, my number 4 would be NSYNC too, because
NSYNC. Okay,
I definitely loved NSYNC. I was more of an NSYNC fan than a Backstreet Boys fan. Like NSYNC just had them joints, and they just had a different type of flair that was just dope.
They did.
My number 3.
Let's see where we at.
My number 3. Now, mind you, this group only dropped one album.
Listen, I had to think about a whole bunch because of that reason, but I'm not going to be far away from you. I guarantee.
Okay. My number 3 is Player.
Oh, okay. Now I'm a little far away from you. I don't even know that.
You don't know. Cheers to you for giving me a chance. I'll be your angel. No, okay. So your homework. Yes. Yes.
As soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's what he's
talking about. Yes. When I tell you, oh my God, I was so in love with that group. Like so in love with that group.
I gotta
because it was just a flair. Their writing, like it was just, they just had a dope aesthetic of versatility in their voices that was just dope to me. Yeah. And they were part of the Timberland crew, and anything Timberland was doing, I was like, wait.
Oh, for real? Oh, so Tim had them. Yeah, no, I gotta check them out because I know I'm mad. You people don't usually stump me, bro. I'm an R&B fucking head, yo. I thought you were gonna come out with like,
damn.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I was thinking you were gonna come out with like, what's it called? What do I think? I was thinking of After 7. I was thinking of After 7. Oh shit, what the hell? How am I forgetting?
I saw the sun, the moon, the mountains and the rivers. I saw heaven when I made sweet love to you. Yes, yes. That was a hard ballad. What?
It was
like
incredible, man.
What?
As Yet. That's what I'm thinking about right now. As Yet.
As Yet.
After 7, As Yet. I was thinking As Yet was I remember me and my best friend, bro, we were jamming that As Yet CD every damn thing, bro. But last night, man, incredible joint, back in the day. But my number three is Backstreet Boys, bro. Listen,
really?
To this day,
really?
I am listen. Making me feel horrible. Listen.
I'm just saying. I know if somebody watches this, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, you're canceled. You didn't like the Backstreet."
Listen.
I'll be like,
listen. I'll Never Break Your Heart is one of the greatest fucking songs, man. I love that song to a T, bro. I'm saying, like, let's say, all right, here we go. Let's talk about it real quick. Let's put I'll Never Break Your Heart up against Gone. What you think? That's a tough one, right? Gone was phenomenal. I'll Never Break Your Heart was
Gone was special though. It was the simplicity of Gone that was like
Gone was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think Gone might have been the song. Well, This I Promise You was like, that was my shit. But I think Gone was where I was openly like, I like them, bro. Like, I'm fucking with them now. Like,
that No Strings Attached album was tough. Like,
it was
tough.
It was for real. That was phenomenal. Backstreet Boys is definitely my third. I love Never Break Your Heart. Come on, bro. Quit playing games with my
Quit playing games with my heart.
Here we go. I can't believe I'm on the spot. That's why. But I can't fucking remember it. But if I started singing it right now, you'd be like, oh yeah, of course that one. It's like the most popular one. Shape of My Heart was I love that damn song. I don't remember. Fucking all right. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna think about this. I'm gonna have a dream about that shit. Wake up.
Right. After this, you're gonna go online and be like,
remember it. You're gonna be showing off, and I'm gonna be fucking that song. All right. So, number two, we got number 2 is definitely gonna be Dru Hill, bro. Can't be outside of Dru Hill.
I'm with you with that. I'm with you with that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember listening to Dru Hill, and of course, you had, Sleeping in My Bed. You had I'll Never Make a Promise. Ooh, man, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Never Make a Promise. These Are the Times. Yeah, Dru Hill is phenomenal, bro.
No, their catalog is dope.
You missed them, and then you go to Cisco
and that was a group too that had such a amazing eclectic type of voices that were all together. Like Cisco was a different type of raspy, and Jazz was this like smooth tenor, and like, you know what I mean? Like it was different voices that kind of made that blend so soulful. Like
they were soulful is like the perfect word, man. Because that was one of those things. Don't have to think about it. I never been loved. Woo!
What?
Girl, I've only dreamed about it. I wondered what it was. Oh my!
Yeah.
Come on.
No, Dru Hill's tough.
That's yo. Hey, but Len, you wanna know what's crazy? When I'm talking about shit like that, that's what I'm talking about when I'm hearing the Check on Me, bro. It's just that sound, bro. You can't imitate it. It can't be duplicated. And I'm not trying to sound cliche.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is, though, B? Is the fact that, all right, these artists nowadays are just afraid to sing. Like they're afraid to just belt it out sometimes. And sometimes everybody's gotten into this whole whisper singing flow vibe that nobody puts that like, no, let me feel your pain. Like, go Mary J. Blige on that shit if you need to. Like, I need to see you wail because I need to feel that. And sometimes just going, oh, I feel this and I feel that, and you just floating across, it don't give the same emotion. Like, I need you to Fantasia roll across the stage if you need to. Like, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I be looking for. You know what I mean?
Too. That's soulful shit, man. That full, like you said before, you know what else I think it comes from a lot? Growing up in church, man.
Yeah.
You know, you remember, like, you know, I say it all the time to be funny, but them big church women that sing, you can put anybody on the damn radio. I'll be like, hey, let's go down the street to the church around the corner. Fucking 15 of them in there blowing. Anybody you see on the radio right now.
Right.
It's incredible, bro. It does, but it comes from feeling, man. It's passion, it's emotion. It's just, it's incredible, bro.
Yeah.
It's incredible. But Drew Hill's my number 2, and of course, Boyz II Men is my number 1. Who you got for your last 2?
Okay. So I have an honorable mention in here too.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So my number 2, TLC.
Oh man.
TLC.
See, we didn't even go towards guys. I mean, towards girl. I wanted it to be guys, but honorable mention. Yeah, TLC. TLC is my favorite of all time. TLC is my favorite girl group of all time.
Oh, see, I didn't know that it was just supposed to be male groups. So I got my list. My number 2 is TLC, like hands down.
Yeah,
like
TLC. See, that's my favorite women's group of all time, yo. TLC and Destiny's Child. I love TLC.
And Destiny's Child is my number 1.
Yeah,
Destiny's Child is my number 1.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
I love.
But my honorable mention now is 3T.
Damn, you hitting me with some shit. How the fuck you stumped me twice? I feel defeated. I feel defeated as hell because I've been doing every fucking thing. Yo, we used to sit. We used to sit in the mall, bro. We used to go to the mall and go see movies and shit and go talk to girls, whatever. We'd be sitting at the damn food court. Me and my boy. This is back when we used to make CDs and shit.
Right.
We be sitting there just writing fucking songs, bro. We would start with R and R Kelly and R Johnson. And we would just start and we would just write songs so we can make some. That's how like my collection just used to be ridiculous, man.
Wow.
But you stumping me. All right, so 3T. So who is it? I know
3T,
know the motherfuckers. Like,
3T's was the Jackson Sons.
The Jackson Sons.
Yeah.
Jackson 5?
It was Tito Jackson, Jermaine, and I think which one was the other one? I think no, they were all brothers. So I think it was it Tito's sons?
Tito?
I can't remember which ones, but yeah, they were signed to Michael's label, and that first album that they had was incredible to me. Like,
damn, I gotta check it out.
Like, it was.
I didn't even know that existed
to me. Yeah.
I probably heard a damn song and didn't even know it.
Yeah. The main one that they had out that was climbing was Anything, and it was I would do anything, girl, anything for you. I give you love, I'll treat you right. Ooh, I would do anything for you. I would do it. Like, yeah. The album was special because they all had that Michael type of I don't want to say cadence, but like timbre about their voices. That was just like, the group.
Yeah, Mike had that. Mike had a unique voice with it was that gentleness with Michael's voice, bro. It's like even when he was singing, like, you know, whether it be Rock With You, when he got to his part where he's like, you know, it was like everything was like gentle with him. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he tried to be like strong with it, it was still just like. Yeah, Mike is a whole nother animal, bro. That's one of my favorite. I mean, entertainers of all time, bro. Isn't it crazy that so many people don't even remember Michael Jackson, like the new age? These people don't even know who Michael Jackson is, yo.
Yeah, because that era of being brought up on him is like different now.
Completely,
like, you know, we have we have other stars that have taken the spotlight now. Like we have Beyonce. Like these kids now are growing up on the excellence and the incredibleness that is her. Like, you know, and so
Beyonce's a phenomenal.
And it's kind of the same caliber, you know, keyword kind of the same caliber. You know what I mean?
Gotta have that keyword. I'm not gonna lie. I love Beyonce, but Michael Jackson.
Michael was a different beast.
Animal,
yeah.
It's unbelievable, bro. Like,
and I don't need the beehive after me because I fucking love Beyonce. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't come for me.
She's another one. But that's the caliber we're talking about too. Like, man, just entertainers like are just incredible, bro. You watch these people. I mean, I remember back in the day when we used to watch like the MTV awards and stuff, and you see like Diddy. Like Diddy used to have. I mean, Diddy used to have fucking incredible performances, man. All them video shows, and it's just like that performance. It was so much into it. Like when I see that, and then I see somebody come on stand, he just got a mic, and he's just, oh yeah, I'm just me and shit. Whatever. Go back to practice, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's what you're up against. Like that's the level, bro.
Yeah.
But it is just what it is. All right, Glenn. So let's see. What's your number one? What's your number one? Oh, you said Destiny's Child.
Yeah. Destiny's Child is my number one. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yeah, you got it. You got that right. All right. You gonna make me sit there and think about a whole bunch of other shit now. I thought we were just doing the dudes or whatever. But I love Destiny's Child, TLC. I mean, you know, it sucks that the groups aren't really a big thing anymore because it's like, you know, it's mainly just, you know, either it's individual artists or let me ask you, who's somebody out right now that you're like, all right, not Beyonce. Beyonce's been out for a long time. Who's somebody out right now that you could think was like, oh damn, I love their music and I'm listening to it all the time?
Okay. Before I lie, this is something that I do. Let me make sure because I don't want to say nobody's name wrong.
Got it. Yeah. No. That's good.
And a lot of times what I do is I get lost in Spotify. And so I'll be like, oh, I'll add that song and never really take into account who that artist is. Yeah. And then I'll go in and start listening to their music, but I'll never memorize their name. So that's for sure. That's just a flaw that I got going on. So I don't do that. Judging me.
I do that shit the whole. You know what I do that shit too? Phone numbers.
Listen,
I'm infamous for.
Listen,
I'll get your number.
I don't know nobody's number.
I don't know nobody's numbers, bro.
Nobody's number.
I'll put somebody's number in my phone. No, never put a name to it. They'll call me 4 weeks later, and who is this? It'll be anybody.
Yeah.
I'm infamous for that shit right there.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a few people that I've been rocking to, and a lot of them are my friends. So I'll shout out A-Nat. Shout out Lauren Ashley, Natalie Imani, Felicia Temple, Elamar. Who else is in here? Because this thing is long.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, like I said, with
Doechii,
I was to check out
these are like
natural shit.
I love lately. I've been loving the what Chloe is dropping. I'm anxious to hear what this project sounds like.
Yeah.
Madison Ryan is an incredible vocalist. And she's such a vibe. I've been listening to Sir. Who else do I have here? I said Doechii, because she's just innovative, dope. Yeah, as of right now. Omar Apollo is another one.
I haven't heard.
He's dope. He's really fucking dope. Jack James is another one. Who else, man?
I'm glad you're saying all these names. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and look up this stuff because I like I said, when I was in the car and I was just driving to the zoo or whatever, I'm sitting there like, yo, listen.
Yeah,
I miss listening to the radio. I miss that experience. Remember that experience of like hearing a dope song? You like, oh man, I can't wait to go look that up because I want to hear that shit every day.
Right.
That's how I miss that, bro. Like I said, we used to sit there and write lists of music, That's how into it we were. And then it's just like I kind of just died down, man. I just kind of got tired of hearing the same kind of thing, like you said, in the box shit. Like, exactly, you don't want to hear it, bro.
Exactly,
you don't want to hear it. But it's phenomenal. Len, we've been sitting there, we've been talking. Well, I knew it was gonna happen. We were talking forever and shit.
Word.
Like, I'm glad because I've definitely had shows, but I mean, this was just like, it was just fun, bro. I didn't even know if we did everything I had to do or whatever.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Elon, listen. So you seen us talk, man. Listen, I love it. I love it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of good conversation in this show right here. We're gonna have you if you don't mind, bro. Even though we both were singing over here. He's gonna show off for us a little bit. Give us a little bit of the check on me. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm getting tired. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Listen,
it's late. It's cool.
That's cool. Right. Lenny Harold is here on the V-Line, and he is gone. Show up. That's right. Go ahead, Len. Hit him with a little bit, bro.
Find my key. Where am I comfortable at right now in the proper? All right, here we go. Baby, how you doing? How's your day? Let me pour a drink and let me fix your plate. Go and tell me about it. That's your normal way. I won't interrupt. No, I won't say a thing. I'm so used to hearing every detail of it. About what's stressing you and now you're so sick of it. But don't worry about what I've been going through. I'll just hold it in like I always do. If it sounds like I'm complaining, it's probably because I'm always refraining. What's weighing on me? No, I make this look good, but for real, you should just check on me, check on me. I'm drowning steadily. You could pull up on me, save me from myself. Check on me, check on me. I'm out here getting weak. You think I'm strong like I don't need no one else. Yes. But I need you. Yeah, I need you. Yeah, I need you. I need. Yeah.
Yo, listen, bro. Yes, yo, listen. I love that shit. Yo, you know what's about to end this shit and fucking woke me up. Listen, this is the shit I love, right? This is the shit I love, right? In just the hook, bro. It was just so many transitions, bro. Yeah. You went from check on me, and I need. Oh, yo, that's the shit that I listen to when I'm listening to a song. I'm like, I want to feel alive, bro. Yeah, I love that. It just keeps speak and catching you. Yeah. It's not just flat. It's not just one way. It's like you're just incorporating so much.
That movement is important. That movement is important. That movement is important. And I have to big up A-Nat because he arranged the shit out of that song. That like, beast, man. And he really knew exactly how to embody everything that I was feeling and make it magical. I was make it magical. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, that shit was incredible. I love it, man. It's a phenomenal song. Yo, listen, Len, thank you so much for coming on the show today, man. Listen, I am so happy for you. It's a shit that you're doing is amazing, bro.
Thank you.
Much love. I'm gonna spread it everywhere. It needs to be heard. Listen, amazing music. If you guys are a fan of good fucking music, man, please check him out. I'm gonna leave all of his descriptions, everything in the bottom. I'm gonna break this episode up because we talked a lot. I want to talk about a lot of topics on here. I'm gonna bring this shit gonna be all over Facebook, YouTube, everything.
Right. That's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Len, anything else for the camera before we close out here tonight, man?
Make sure if you want to hear more music, I should say, make sure you visit lennyharold.com. Make sure you subscribe to the emailing list because there's things sometimes that I will not put on social media that is just exclusively for the Wonders. And the Wonders is what I call my fans because I need you to understand that is an affirmation. When you say that I am a wonder, you are claiming and proclaiming that you are beautifully and magically and awesomely and creatively made. So when you join, this is what you get. You get exclusive content. You get all kinds of a different experience from me. So yeah, that's it. Phenomenal. And just look out for more visuals. There's more stuff coming out. Yes. There's some other secrets. I almost dropped it, but just know that there's more things that are attached to this Warrior project that I cannot wait to reveal. I've been working really hard on some stuff. Yeah, y'all should just subscribe.
Yo, listen, I'm phone Hey, Len, man, it's been fucking phenomenal, bro. Like, yo, listen, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's the ENT show, Beeline. I love you guys so much, man. Thank you for allowing me to do this. I want 1 billion people to see this, man. I want everybody to go out there and get good music, bro. Great message on this show. Stay true to yourself. Yo, it can't get no simpler than that. Stay true to yourself, man. Don't be scared to be you. Be respectful. Be genuine to people. Stop being nasty. Fucking crazy videos on Twitter, on TikTok every 5 minutes. People doing crazy. Be over it, man. Love each other. Be good. Vibe out.
Listen.
And watch the Beeline, baby. That's Hey, Beeline, I love you, man. We out, yeah.